Hey guys, Brian and PS4 Trophies. I want to welcome you to Mr. Massagy, a new game that recently dropped on the PSN, and this is actually going to serve as a full trophy guide. This is an unedited playthrough of me getting the Platinum Trophy, which I clocked in at just about 15 minutes total. Now, this is a game developed by the same guys that brought you My Name is Mayo, so you know it's a trophy cash grab type of a game. Now, the premise is relatively simple. You have a dating app, and you're going to use that to go on 10 different dates. Your ultimate goal to get all the trophies is to get 3 stars for each of the dates, which are determined by your conversation, your dialogue options that you make with each of your dates, and then ultimately get a massage from them at the end of the day, a quote-unquote massage. So it's relatively simple. Now, this is my second time playing through the game, so I already know the solutions, the answers, the dialogue choices I'm going to make. So what I'm going to do is skip through by hitting the circle buttons through all the dialogue things. You'll see in the top left corner each of my dialogue options I make. So here we are, starting off. The first date you can go on is real here, and I've already earned a bronze and a gold trophy. So the date, again, is rated from 1 star to 3 stars, and I'm just going to skip through all of this, answer all the dialogue options that's going to take me to get 3 stars, and you can see at the top left, I have all the dialogue options I made. If you can't read that because it's too small, I'm going to have a link in the description so you can get a full page and read each of the options I made. So we're just going through this, and we're going to get 3 stars. As you can see, her responses, your Massagy will increase ×1, ×2, or ×3 based on your responses. So this is not necessarily the only dialogue options that'll get you to 3 stars, but it's what I took. Now once you've completed to get the 3 stars, hit the little heart in the middle and you can go to the massage thing. You use your controller to massage yourself, but you don't actually have to do any of that. It's kind of weird and awkward when you do that. So next up is Nicole. Nicole is got actually a separate trophy associated with it, and we're going to do that first. And that to earn that trophy, you have to get killed by Nicole on your date here. So we're going to do the duck killed trophy. So we're going to do the option where eventually you're going to have the option to make a duck sound, and that will earn you the trophy. You won't get 3 stars, so I'm going to go replay this, and we're going to go and get 3 stars at this point. We also got the You Blew It trophy. That is for failing a date. We need to fail 20 dates. We'll cross that bridge at a certain point. But we're going to just go through here now, and we're going to get invited back to her cave, where we'll then get 3 stars, and then we can hit the little heart option to massage ourselves. During that massage section, your controller will vibrate. So there it's over, so hit the heart there in the center. The controller will vibrate. You can use it to massage yourself if you want. So next up, we are going to go to Janine, I don't know how to say her name. So also there's a note here, there's 4 profiles. You can change the profile at the top left of the phone there. I'm just sticking with the top left of the 4 profile options. I will go back and have to change my profile because you can only get dates with certain characters with the different profiles. But again, I'm doing this all in order. This is a complete unedited run through of this entire game. So first off, with her, we're going to do the Average Joe trophy, and that is for getting 2 stars on 5 different dates. You could do them within one single person with 1 date. So I'm doing it here because it's really easy, because all you have to do is your first dialogue selection option. You just hit the top one, and it'll end the date, and you'll get 2 stars. So I'm doing this 5 times. This lady is a little crazy. Her story is interesting. And this is the kind of cool thing about this game is there's actually a lot of replayability with this. A lot of funny choices and options and dialogue that kind of goes back and forth between each of the interesting and unique characters. And she is definitely one of the more unique ones. So we got the Average Joe trophy. That's for getting 2 stars on 5 dates. Again, we just did it with 1 single character. Now we're going to get the You'll Be Alone Forever trophy, and that is for getting 1 star on 20 different dates. We actually got a 1 star earlier already, so we have to do it 19 more times. And for this one, just select the bottom, the 3rd option, and that'll immediately end the date, give you a 1 star, so you could just keep replaying this over and over and over. So this game is definitely weird. It is $3.99 on the PlayStation Store. I don't think it's available in Europe just yet, just like My Name is Mayo is currently not. I believe they are trying to eventually get them over into Europe. And it is currently available on the Steam store. It's been out again for a couple months. So I don't know when it'll be available in Europe or other regions. It is currently only available in, I believe, North America. So we still got a couple more minutes of this. If you want to skip directly to 7-Eleven on the timestamp, we will then go through this and get a 3-star date from her. But first, of course, we have to fail 20 dates. Actually, I probably could have saved a few seconds on my time because we're going to get a 1-star date later for another trophy. But I can't keep track of the dates in my head and how many times I've done this. So we're just going to do this until we pop the trophy. We also get a trophy when you fail 10 dates, as we just got there. So for 1 date, you'll get a trophy for 5 dates, or 10 dates rather, and then 20 dates. So there's a few different trophies for failing the dates. So we got about another minute or so of this. So again, this is a complete run. I do have all of the solutions and all the dialogue choices I made on the top left corner of the screen when we go for the 3-star dates. I don't know if they're necessarily the only options. In fact, I do know that some of them you can go multiple paths to eventually get the 3 stars. I'm just showing you the solutions and the choices I made to get my 3 stars for each one of them. So we're getting pretty close here. So this is actually, I really kind of flamed My Name is Mayo pretty hard. I didn't like the fact that it was just a trophy cash grab for $1 for 20 minutes or 30 minutes or however long it took. It was a very simple platinum trophy. This, again, is a simple platinum trophy, but there is more of a gaming element here. It is much more interesting, pretty clever, and a little fun. There are certainly some inappropriate comments here and dialogue options that I certainly would not, if I had a younger child, I would not allow this to be played if I had a younger child. So there we go. We got 20 dates we failed. So let's go ahead. Let's get the 3 stars here. So you can see the dialogue choices I made on the top left here. As we're just skipping through the dialogue with the circle button. It's a very interesting conversation. Definitely worth one of my favorite dates in this game. She's definitely exceptionally emotional. She gets a little wound up with a lot of your choices you make. But she ultimately wants a baby, so we're gonna eventually give her one. So there we go, 3 stars. Make sure you hit the heart in the middle there. And now we're going to move on. We're actually going to go back to Mayo. We didn't have enough stars to play, take a date on with Mayo. Mayo, you may recognize from My Name is Mayo. It's the same Mayo jar. Now, the first thing you want to do, tap on the Mayo jar. You guys know how to do this. So just do that until you get the trophy popped, which it just did for me. And then we're going to go through all the options here. This is definitely a very strange dialogue. Again, I'm not sure if these are the only options that gets you to the 3 stars. The options I made. If you can't read the top left dialogue, there's going to be a link in the description with the dialogue choices I made. I think my first time through this, again, this is my second time. I think it took me about an hour and a half, but I was also writing down all my choices, so it slowed me down considerably. So there we go. That was Mayo. Again, you get a trophy for each 3 star, and then for the massage at the end of that. So next up, we're going to go to, this is, oh god, Dorothy, that's right, the cow. Holy cow, a talking cow. So the first option there is, huh? And then we're just going to go through, this is a pretty quick and easy one for you. Not entirely sure why you would swipe right on a cow, but whatever your kink is, I'm not here to judge. Alright, so that concludes Dorothy's little thing. A couple more trophies there for you. And now we're going to go on a date with Anne. Now this again is the top left profile. We will switch profiles after we complete Anne's date here. Now Anne is a very strange character. Anne is a ghost. So again, a wide variety of characters for you to date. So we're gonna go through here. It took me a little while the first time to get to the 3-star result in the end. So there we go, 3 stars on that. Go ahead, hit the heart. Enjoy your massage if you'd like. I just kind of skip it. All right, so we're changing the profile. So I'm gonna go to the top right of profile there, and I can now go, I'm gonna go back and date Martha here. I skipped her initially just because I didn't want to change the profile. So now that we've matched up with her, again, you can't match up with her with that first profile that you start off with. Now, Martha's strange. It's a internet date, and she does not look anything like her profile, so this is very true to life, I guess. She's likes talking about her truck and trucking, so we're gonna just kind of talk to her about that. And eventually we're going to go and meet her, and once you do, you'll get your 2 trophies. Now for Martha, we're gonna go and change the profile now to the bottom left profile here, and from here we can now date Sarah. Sarah has the 2 trophies, the 3 stars and massage trophy, but there's also another trophy called Proud of Your Job, and that is where you're gonna reveal what your character's true job is. So we're going to get this trophy first. It'll result in a 1 star, but here's how you get the Proud of Your Job trophy. At some point, you're gonna go dance, you're gonna win $500, she's gonna come back to you. And then after that, you're going to ask her if she's a cop, tell her you're Employee of the Month, and then you're gonna tell her you sell hot dogs at the beach. She doesn't like hearing that, but you will get the Proud of Your Job trophy. So there we go. So 1 star. Now let's go replay it. Let's get 3 stars on this. I'm going to do some different dialogue options here. Start off about losing our virginity. I don't know if that necessarily needed to be selected, but these are the choices I made. Told her I was playing video games again, went out dancing, won $500. Now we're going to talk about tattoos. And that will lead us to the 3 stars and then the massage. Alright, so next up, we're going to change our profile once again, and we're going to do the papu-aiye. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce her name. I'm going to change the profile there to the bottom right one. Alright, so this date is strange because you're now on a date with your pillow. And this one actually has a lot of dialogue options. I'm not listing every single one of them. You can see in the top left I numbered them 1, 6, 9, and so on. The reason is because there's a lot of single dialogue options. There's no choices, so I just left those out just for the sake of not filling the entire screen up with text, which I will do on our final date with s.o.n.i.a. But let's go through this first. So I did list the ones on the up there of just the ones where you have 2 or more choices to choose from. But other than that, you're talking to yourself a lot, as expected, because she's a pillow. All right, so there we go, a 3-star date with some cotton. And now we're gonna pop a bunch of trophies. Smooth Criminal, we're gonna get the trophy for doing all the dates, Expert Datemeister. But there is one more date. This is kind of like the end game, I guess, if you will. With s.o.n.i.a, you're gonna get hacked and you're gonna go and talk to this digital creation. And there's a lot of dialogue options here, a lot of choices. You're gonna be telling her a story at some point. I'm not entirely sure any of those choices are even gonna matter once we get to that part. But I did put up all my options that I chose up on the screen anyways. So we're just trying to speed through here as much as possible, showing you guys that, yes, you can get this platinum trophy in 15 minutes. You're probably not going to get the trophy in 15 minutes because I had all the dialogue choices written down. I played through the game once, so I kind of already knew where they were. But most people are going to get this platinum trophy maybe an hour. I mean, looking at the PSN profiles, looking at the fastest achievers leaderboard, fastest is 13 minutes. I clocked in at 14 minutes 59 seconds, and a bunch of people that are at or just around 1 hour. So with this trophy guide that I made for you guys should be able to speed through this relatively quickly. So if you're looking for a $4 platinum trophy, here you go. And unlike My Name is Mayo, there's some entertainment if that's your thing. There's certainly replayability in the game. It's not a great game, but it is what it is. It is another easy platinum trophy, and the dialogue options are about to conclude here. We'll get the 3 stars, and then we're gonna have kind of a little short little ending here. Let's just go skip through all this, find out the history of what happened to all your dates after the fact, and then you get your final massage here, and there's going to be the platinum trophy. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you want an easy platinum trophy, here you go. Just don't let your kids play it, and we'll see you guys soon.